Welcome to The Sound, KQAL FM's weekly behind-the-scenes look at Minnesota-made music. From writing and recording to distribution and promotion, The Sound is your source for new releases and exclusive interviews from Minnesota artists. Support for The Sound is made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Tonight on The Sound, we check out Mae Simpson's release, Did You Make It Back? Mae Simpson is a soulful singer from Minneapolis with an energetic band that overflows with talent. Mae and the band did not disappoint when they played the 2020 streaming version of Midwest Music Fest. That same energy and soul they bring to the stage shines through on their albums as well, and Did You Make It Back is no exception. I'm Bill Stoneberg. Stick around for the album Did You Make It Back by Mae Simpson, tonight on The Sound. So that was Keeping on My Feet. That's from Mae Simpson. That's from her new album called Did You Make It Back? That just came out in March. And on the phone today, I have Mae Simpson with us. How you doing today, Mae?
Hey, I am good. I am really good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Wow. Great album.
Thank you.
Yeah. And also Midwest Music Fest. Good performance there. So, boy, I tell you what, you've got a new album out. Usually you'd be playing live to support this. And now we're doing streaming gigs and streaming festivals. What's that like to, I know a lot of artists talk about how the interaction with the crowd is kind of what feeds them and keeps them doing it. What's it like to play for a camera? I mean, there's people watching, but there's no one in there live with you. What's that like for you?
It's tough. I think any band really thrives off of that live crowd feel. And definitely for us, because we are such an energy-filled band, it's very difficult to kind of put yourself in the moment when you're just performing to a camera. Right. So, we do the best that we can with getting the energy. It's also nice to just be with the band, and you can kind of pull from the band itself for the energy. But, it's nothing like having a live show. But at the same time, trying to remember that we are performing for everybody out there.
Right. I had a conversation the other day about that, and we were talking about live versus just a video online. And, at the very least, at least we're all watching it together at the same time, kind of sharing that moment together, even though we can't be in person. So,
yeah, it's crazy times right now.
It is. It definitely is. And then, so you started the Mae Simpson Band in 2017. Yeah. Real soon after that, you guys were releasing stuff. Did you have a bunch of songs ready and then the band came together, or did the songs just come real quick with that group?
The songs definitely came quick. There was a couple of songs that I had already kind of had, but they weren't really worked out as they are on the first EP, Feel It Coming. And then we kind of just reworked them, and the band put their pizzazz on it. And, it just comes quick. Everything we kind of do happens relatively quick. We write really well together.
Wow. So you found the right group of musicians for this, huh?
I did. I got lucky, I think. We definitely are able to, even now we're creating a lot of music, which we're hoping to kind of stockpile until the moment's right. And then, go ahead and release another one.
Right. Oh, fantastic. Speaking of which, since there's kind of, I'm assuming maybe you have some downtime now, shows canceled and stuff. Are you working on anything now, or?
I can't speak too much about it. We got some things in the works.
Okay.
So I just want to be kind of, low key on that for now.
Right. Understandable. That's cool. Well, let's get back into some tunes. Let's hear some more of the album. This next one here is called Smile. I don't know. This one really got me going when I was listening to this. I dig this.
You can't help but smile, right?
Exactly. It's so, it's such a good feeling listening to it. Well, let's check it out. We're talking to Mae Simpson today and talking about her album, Did You Make It Back? It just came out in March. This is a tune from that album called Smile, right here on 89.5 KQAL Winona.
Smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. And I'll smile for you too, yeah. Ooh, you got me feeling like I'm crazy, baby. The way you work that on the floor, baby, I'ma need some more. Ooh, you got me feeling like I'm on cloud nine. Know that you're fine, baby, wanna take your time. Tell me, can we chill a while? She said, smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. And I'll smile for you too, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah. And I'll smile for you too. The only time I wanna look at you is when you're smiling. How your eyes glow, just call it timeless. I wonder, baby, let's rewind this, cause I just want one more glimpse of your fineness. Tell me you are timeless, I got the rhymeless. Taking it from the top, letting the music drop. Do you feel it? Do you feel it deep inside your soul? Smile for me, yeah. Smile for me, yeah.
And that was Smile from Mae Simpson. That's from her latest album, Did You Make It Back? It just came out this March, and we have Mae on the phone with us today. Mae, you've been compared to Janis Joplin and Ella Fitzgerald. Those are some pretty huge compliments and some big shoes. Are those artists that you listened to growing up, or who did you listen to?
I definitely listened to a bit of Janis. Definitely Patsy Cline, Bruce Springsteen. Gosh, I don't know, so many Prince. There was a lot. As far as being compared to a Janis Joplin, I don't think I necessarily sound like Janis, but I bring that same energy. I think that's what it is. It's definitely flattering and really cool. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right. But I do feel like I am my own person, and I'm kind of doing my own thing, and I'm just feeling, and that's the way it comes out.
Yeah. And, it's funny you mentioned that. I was watching some videos earlier, and I watched a video for Already Here. Yeah. And I have not seen you live yet. And man, I am so wishing that we all didn't have to stay home. I wish I could see you perform live now. You are a fantastic performer. Just the energy that comes through, even on a video on YouTube, Just
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
hope you're going to see a live show soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm curious. That video, was that shot with a cell phone?
Let me think about that for a minute. Yeah, I do believe it was. It was on one of those, what is it, that Gobo thing?
Okay.
That, when it just kind of stays with you. Totally was. We made sure the audio was pretty good on that. We have David Kellerman, who is my bass player, but he also is an audio engineer, so he makes sure everything sounds real good.
Oh, that works out nice. Yeah, because I was super impressed with the sound too. I was like, oh wow, you can really hear it. It sounds good. So
yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, and great energy. Oh man, yeah, we're all missing live shows right now. I tell you that.
Know.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been joking that I'm going to crowd surf next show.
Oh, awesome.
See how all that goes.
Right. Oh, well, let's get back to some tunes here. Let's play another one off Mae's new album. Her album, Did You Make It Back, just came out this past March. We've got her on the phone right now. But here's a track from that album. It's called Sorry, right here on 89.5 KQAL Winona.
Sorry, 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 girl, you're sorry all the time, but ain't nothing changed, 'cause you're still sorry all the time. I really wanna chill with you, I really wanna feel with you, oh, Can you touch my body like you used to, darling? I don't wanna keep on stalling. You know where I'll be at. You can call me in the morning, I'll still be there, baby. Sorry, 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 girl, you're sorry all the time. But ain't nothing changed, 'cause you're still sorry all the time. Sorry, 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 girl, you're sorry all the time. But ain't nothing changed, and now you're out of time. Didn't really think I hit you, did it? Didn't really think I'd do it, did it? But you feel to the left and you feel to the right. Can you step with me, my baby? We can go all night like we used to, you know. I don't wanna be the one on the side. I don't wanna be the one on the side. Sorry, 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 girl, you're sorry all the time. But ain't nothing changed, 'cause you're still sorry.
That was Sorry by Mae Simpson. That's from her latest album. It came out in March. It's called Did You Make It Back? And we have Mae on the phone today with us. Mae, I'm kind of curious, I was reading up a little bit about you before the festival, was coming up, and because you played Midwest Music Fest, the streaming version here. But in your press releases and stuff, it says you're from South Carolina, moved up to Minneapolis, St. Paul area. I'm kind of curious, what prompted that move?
Well, so I am originally from South Carolina. I was actually living in Omaha, Nebraska when I moved to Minneapolis.
Okay.
And what prompted that move was I moved here for music specifically. Mm-hmm. My friend and I were in a duo group, a hip hop group actually. And so we moved here on a weekend whim, believe it or not. And I decided to not go back and pursue music here.
Oh, cool. And you guys, you got your own thing going on, your own sound, but you guys kind of fit in there, I think. There's a really good scene that has that kind of that funk and soul in it,
Oh, yeah. Minneapolis is like that place for me, like that. Just, there's so many things going on here musically, and you can appreciate everything. Mm-hmm. It's so different, and but it all kind of comes into this beautiful melting pot, and like it's some wild stuff going on.
Right. And it feels like the kind of scene where, people are very supportive, too, of each other, no matter what genre, so I think
it should be that way, right?
Yes, it should always be that way. And I'm always curious, too, about artist process and stuff, how they come up with their stuff and everything. I'm curious, growing up in South Carolina and then now living in Minnesota, does that affect your songwriting at all? It's a different environment. So, does that affect how you write?
I've always kind of been a Southern girl. So I'm always going to have that feeling behind me. That's like that deep blues. I guess it gives me a different perspective when I'm writing, because I don't like to put anything into a genre. If I want to do a hip hop song, then I'm going to. If I want to do a blues song, then I'm going to, or a rock song. It's very versatile with the band, what they're able to bring me to. Because when it comes to writing, I can bring them a melody and I say, hey, this is how I want it to go. This is how I want it to feel, but they're doing the work too. They're catching my ear with a sound, and they do it really well. So I guess if anything, it helps me bring some of my old roots to my new roots. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah. Well, and there's always that, I'm glad you brought that up. There's always that exchange between the musicians in a group,
Totally.
And I think that's what creates the sound we hear, is those different personalities. And
exactly. And I love it. Any of my guys have ideas, I definitely welcome them. We're a really good team. We work really well together in that aspect, and we are definitely creating this together.
Cool. So like when you're writing, do you guys just kind of work on, just kind of jam out and like things pop up, or do you kind of come with a skeleton and then you work on it, or how's it go?
It kind of depends. Sometimes I will say, this is kind of how I want the song to go and to feel. Let's kind of work it out in that angle, and then I'll let them know if I'm not feeling something or I am. And sometimes they bring me things that they've already worked on, and then we build it from that point. And sometimes we just jam all night until we're like, oh man, that sounds really cool. We should really dig into that.
Nice. And you just mine in that then, right?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Oh, I love it. Well, let's get back into the tunes. Let's hear another song off the new album. This one's called Home. It's from Mae Simpson's Did You Make It Back? It just came out this March. Mae, I'm just kind of curious about this tune. I'm hearing elements in it of kind of finding your way, finding your place, you know. Is there a story behind this song?
You know, I think that this is I really love this song because I want the listener to be able to kind of dig into that themselves without me telling them what it is.
Ooh,
right.
Right.
So I don't want to really answer that because it's not mine to answer. You know, it's for the listener. What does it make you feel? You know, I kind of want to leave that to the listener. I don't want to take that away from anybody.
I like, that's a good answer. In fact, that's the first time anyone's ever answered it that way.
Thank you, I guess.
That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and hear it. This is Home from Mae Simpson's Did You Make It Back? Right here on 89.5 KQAL Winona.
Driving down 95, losing yourself in the white lines, feeling lonely, feeling scared. I hope you finally find your way back home.
And that was Mae Simpson with Home. That is from her latest album called Did You Make It Back? It just came out this past March. And we have Mae on the phone with us today. Mae, I'm kind of curious, you know, you would normally, right now, you know, you just released an album. Normally you'd be playing out a lot, kind of supporting the album, doing stuff like that. Have you found any, like, new or creative ways to kind of promote the album in the absence of live shows?
You know, for that, it's doing the live streams, right? You know,
Okay.
That's the only way that you can really promote it, and doing your own live streams. And what I'm also doing, every now and then I'll do a hashtag Mae post. And that's geared towards not only helping us as artists, but also helping other artists or anybody in general in need, which is kind of a cool concept. Essentially, I set up a Venmo, and I Venmo out people when we are doing a live session on the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I get other people to do the same thing to random people just to help them out. So I think that has helped us out a little bit. And of course, all the live streaming that we already do, and just individual pushes as well. And, you know, it's also helpful that we have a radio interview. It's also helpful that we have the current playing us. So anything that you can grab onto at this point.
Right. And, you know, I think a lot of fans are trying to help support their favorite artists as well.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a website that you guys have merch and albums that we can buy on and stuff like that?
Totally. That's just MaeSimpsonmusic.com, MAE.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, I encourage anyone, if you haven't heard Mae's album or any of her stuff, go check it out. Go get it right now because it's really good. Right now. Run out and get it. Well, you don't have to run out and get it. You can probably download it. Right. Don't go to the store.
Don't do that.
But yeah, for sure. Really good stuff. I cannot wait to see you guys play live.
It'll be super fun. And
Definitely.
when we're able to, you'll be the first one, in line so that I can crowd surf, right?
Oh, of course. I'll be right up there. I'll be right up there.
Don't drop me.
I was just going to say, I'm not the most physical guy, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get some buddies up there to help out.
Deal.
So thank you so much for joining us today, Mae. Before we go, I'd like to close out the show with Monsters. Really cool tune. Good feel to that one, too.
Oh, yeah.
That one as well. It's just a cool, I'm not going to ask you what's behind it, but I think there's a really cool feel behind that song, and made me feel
with that one, I can kind of, tell you a little bit about that one, which is a really cool thing. I didn't actually write that song.
Oh.
My guitarist, Jorgen Watkins, wrote that song and brought it to me. And I said, I absolutely love this song and we have to do this song because it's beautiful. And it's funny because he always doesn't like when I say that he wrote it during a live show, but I always do anyways, because it's truly just a sweet song, and I wish I had written it, but I didn't. But I wanted to make sure I give proper love to him.
Right, for sure. Well, you guys definitely have a fantastic group going, to collaborate like this and create these tunes for us. Really love it.
Much.
Definitely. Well, we've been here talking to Mae Simpson. Her new album, Did You Make It Back, was just released this past March. Go out and get that for sure. But before we go, here is Monsters from her new record, right here on 89.5 KQAL Winona.
When I was younger, it was only me, shooting bottle rockets to be happy. And then I saw your face, and right then I knew that there was nothing that I wouldn't do. I'd stand out in the rain, stay there as long as it takes. And when those monsters came, I'd beat them back again. I'd beat them back again. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah. Life gets busy and you lose a lot. City to city, going job from job. Well, if you ever get lost or someone's being mean, well then just give me a call and I'll do anything. I'd stand out in the rain, stay there as long as it takes. And when those monsters came, I'd beat them back again. I'd beat them back again. Ooh, up. Ooh, ooh, up.
Thanks again to Mae Simpson for joining us tonight on The Sound. For more information on Mae and the band, go to MaeSimpsonMusic.com. For more deep dives into local and regional albums, tune into The Sound every Wednesday night at 6 right here on 89.5 KQAL. I'm Bill Stoneberg, and we've just heard from Mae Simpson with her latest album, Did You Make It Back, on The Sound. Thanks for listening to The Sound. The Sound is produced by KQAL-FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us online at kqal.org. Theme music for The Sound provided by Mike Terrell of Fires of Denmark.